Welcome back to another episode of Baxter's Buzz. I am your host, Baxter E. Hall. Welcome to my brain. Welcome to my frequency. Enter at your own risk. Now, I just want to, again, as always, thank you guys for the support. Wherever you are listening or viewing this, please like, subscribe, share. uh, One of my goals this year is to increase the following on all the platforms. So I ask that you, if it's something that's beneficial for you, please share, and maybe it's beneficial for others. Now, today I want to talk about something that it's like this ongoing thing in my life. The book that I'm reading is Mastery by Robert Greene. And one of the things that he talks about is sort of combining a children's sort of enthusiasm and curiosity, but also there's a humility that children have that we tend to sort of lose as we get older. So he talks about using having a childlike sort of enthusiasm and curiosity and openness, but also like combining that with the discipline that the adults typically have or we typically don't have, right? But in a perfect world, the masters of their field have been able to incorporate both. I have an 8-year old and a 5-year, and I look at them and I think about how curious they are about things, the questions that they have, the things that they're trying to discover on their own. But then you start to see this sort of transformation where they go from wanting to know everything to when they get around others, they are pretending that they know everything already and that they have all the answers, right? And I see the kids and I think about their enthusiasm, and I think about if we could approach whatever we're trying to do, our professions, our passions outside of that, projects that we're working on, conversations that we're having with people, and truly trying to understand, not going in it trying to correct people, but sort of that openness that you need in order to truly sort of properly uh, allow things to sort of marinate in your brain, so to speak. Allowing things to sort of uh, sit a while before sort of judging it or before having some sort of opinion on it, right? So that openness that these children have, I think, is a blessing. You know, we can't spend all day daydreaming and not sort of implementing things as adults, but where is the balance? I'm not quite sure. But what I do know is that many times as we get older, we dig in, we're set in our ways, and it's almost like embarrassing to admit that you don't know things. I would encourage you all to just be open. Be as open as you can as you listen to different ideas, even ideas that you had in the past. You may change your mind if you give yourself enough time to sort of review them and acknowledge them and run them through your most recent filters, because our filters change, our experiences change, and we look at things a little bit differently. If we don't allow ourselves to change our minds, then we're kind of stagnant, right? So I encourage you all to sort of have the openness of a child, that humility, going into a conversation, going into a new project or a new opportunity, open and willing to learn. Yes, you want to display, whatever your specialty is or whatever your skill level is, but there's a time for that, and there's also a time to sort of just be in intake mode. Uh, much more humble and much more open to what you can learn versus what you can teach, right? Or what sort of knowledge you can demonstrate. There'll be time for both, but I think that we get the most growth if we can go into these things with a pure childlike curiosity. The discipline piece, that's a whole nother conversation. And I need to work on a bit of both, right? As I'm sure most of us do. But Again, appreciate the support. Shout out to the company Cool as Black Woman. I just got my hoodie and I love it. Um, and until next time, peace.